Hey guys, long time no see. I am so sorry for the hiatus. I just sort of fell out of the swing of filming and life happened. I've been working a lot more hours, and which is a good thing. You know, my paychecks are looking pretty good, but I just haven't had a lot of daylight to do some filming in. So here I am finally. It's a Sunday and hopefully outside it's not going to be too loud. I've said this before, but I do live on a pretty busy street in my town, and so we have a lot of trucks and motorcycles and people blaring music and all sorts of sounds happening. So yeah, today's video is going to be an empties for August 2017. Before I get into it, I did get my hair cut since my last video. I like it. I like it quite a bit. You can probably see that I tried to dye my hair a burgundy color, and it took in my roots where there was no color, and then the rest of it where it was black brown already didn't really change much, so please disregard that. I'm trying to give my hair a little bit of breathing time before I re-dye it to one uniform color, so I feel like I look a little bit ridiculous right now. But we are here for empties. I have separated out my sheet mask empties as well as foil packets. So these are going to be in a separate video coming up soon. I'm not sure if it's going to be the next video that's up because I do have some other things that need to go up before then, but we'll see. But even without those things, this bucket is full. It's full of stuff. So I'm going to be here for a while, and I hope you have a snack, and yeah. I'm going to go ahead and sort things out by category, and then we will get into it. Alright, so first I'm going to get into makeup because that's the fun stuff. I did finish up two mini primers here. This is the Bareminerals Blemish Ready Mattifying Prep Gel. It was thin. It was okay. I don't know that I got too many uses out of this, maybe 4 uses, and so I didn't really get too much of an opinion on this. This is the Murad Invisiblur Perfecting Shield. This is straight up silicone. I do not like it. It doesn't work for my skin. It doesn't work with the foundations that I use, and this is a pass. I did finish up a foundation. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Normal to Oily Skin in the shade 110 Porcelain. I got every little bit out of that I could. You can even see like on here where the foundation has like dried and like cracked. So that is finished up. One more non-cruelty free product out of my collection. I have the eye primer that I finished off. This is the Elizabeth Mott Thank Me Later eye primer. I cut it open. I got everything out of it that I could. It was a good primer. I don't know if I could buy the full one for, I think it's like twice the size for $20. This lasted so long I was sick of it by the end. So, I mean, you get a good value, but I probably wouldn't buy it. I finished off the Cynthia Rowley Brightening Illuminator. This was good. I lost the cap, but I did use it all up, and it was nice. I finished off the Grande Lips Hydrating Lip Plumper. I got everything out of it that I could. It was nice. I don't think that it really plumped the lips, but I enjoyed it as a like glossy type of treatment. And my last makeup empty is the ModelCo More Brows. And this is just sort of like the Benefit Gimme Brow. It's really fine, and it's nice. I enjoyed it. It didn't last for very long though. Alright, so now that makeup's done, let's get into nail care. I do have two sort of boring empties. These are the Up and Up Jumbo Cotton Balls. I use them to take off my nail polish. They work really well. I think they're less than $2, would repurchase. And the Swan nail polish remover. This is $1 at Dollar Tree. I do run through it pretty quick, but it's a really nice nail polish remover, and it's cheaper per ounce than anything that I can get at like Sally's Beauty Supply, so I do continue to purchase this. I finished off one nail polish this month. This is the e.l.f. Python collection. It's just a nude shade. There's no shade name on it, but this was in my project polish, and I finally finished it off. I can see all the way through it. I know it's not like completely opaque, but it's all like crackled and dry, and yeah, I really like the formula of this. I loved the shade for my skin tone. It was really nice, and if I could get it again, I would. I do have two other nail related products. I have the Formula X Neon Top Coat. There's a little bit at the bottom, but as I said in my Project Pan finale, it dries before it even touches my nail. I'll get it some on the brush and it'll dry before I even get to applying it. So even though there's a little bit down there, it's all done. And then I have the Milani Smoothe. Everything is covered in cat hair. Everything. I have the Milani Smoothe base coat. I got this at Dollar Tree probably 4, maybe 5 years ago. And I scratched off some of the, I don't know, the coating to see where I was. And there's some left in there, but it's thick and goopy and difficult to apply, and I will thin out nail polishes, but I will not thin out base coats or top coats. So I only paid $1 for this, and it was a really good base coat while it lasted. It lasted a really long time. I didn't use it exclusively for the past 4 or 5 years, but I did use it off and on for a very long time, and I enjoyed it. I have one lonely hair empty. This is the Bumble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil, and again, everything is covered in hair. What's up with that? But this was actually pretty nice. It was a really nice oil. It wasn't heavy. It was very lightweight. It just did enough without being too much. It was a good balance. I don't know if I would ever pay the full price for this, and I don't know if Bumble is cruelty free. But I did find one of these, it was like 3.4 ounces or 100 milliliters at Marshall's for like $5, and I thought about getting it, but I talked myself out of it because I don't know the cruelty-free status, and I have plenty of other leave-in conditioner type products right now. So yeah, check Marshall's or TJ Maxx if you do like this product. Then I have 2 fragrance empties. I have a sample here of the Bulgari Omnia Crystalline Eau de Toilette. It was fine. I can't get the last little bit out of it, and I've tried on multiple occasions to get it out, but it's just not coming, so it's not worth it to try and do that. But I didn't really care for the scent of this. It was okay. It was a little bit too fresh for my liking. I prefer more sweet, floral, fruity kind of scents, so that's not one that I would seek out, but if I got it again as a sample, I would use it again. Then I have the Aerin Waterlily Sun. I believe this was in my subscription box Blitz, and I did finish that off. All gone. It smells really nice, but it's not long lasting on the skin, so even if it was cruelty free, I probably wouldn't purchase it because it's not worth the like 90 something dollars this probably is. I do have one hand soap that I finished off. This is the Bath & Body Works Juicy Georgia Peach. Smells fantastic. I do really like these hand soaps. They last me about 6 weeks, and yeah, I like it. I like the scent. I would probably pick that up again. And then I have 2 candles that I used up. This is the Citrus Sorbet scented candle from Dollar Tree. I think it's Star Candle Company, and I was drawn in because of the packaging. I like these mason jars with the bright colors. They're really fun. So this didn't have too much of a throw when it was burning. I liked it when it was cold, but it doesn't have any throw, so it was disappointing in that way. But because I really like the packaging, and I will be keeping the packaging and cleaning it out, it was worth the $1. And then I have this guy, and I don't remember what this was. I think it was like jasmine and grapefruit. I got this on clearance at CVS. It was like 75% off. It smelled alright. It had an okay throw, but I don't think that I would pick up this brand again. I think the brand was Candlelight, and I wouldn't get this again. I have a few like personal care empties that I have for the month. So the first one is my bath poof. I just felt like it was time to replace it. The handle had come unraveled, and so it was just the poofy part. I tied it so that I could like hang it to dry after the last time that I used it, but I just figured it was time to replace it. You're supposed to replace these somewhat often, and this was in my shower for probably a year, and that's probably really gross, so that just needed to be replaced. I do have one razor head that I finished. It's the Chic Hydro Silk. I'm not going to show you what the blades look like because they're all gunked up from use. I do try and clean them out before I replace them, but they get all real gunky and gross. So these are nice. I don't think that I will seek them out anymore. I have a huge backstock because of couponing, so I have plenty to use for the time being, but they're just not my favorite anymore. I have a lotion, the Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion Sheer Hydration. I use this on my feet. It was fine in the summertime because my feet aren't as dry then, but I don't think that I would seek this out if it were cruelty-free because it's just too thin and watery. I've got a bar soap. This is the Citrus Mint face and body soap. I got this at a hotel when we were on our honeymoon, and I used this to clean my brushes and sponges, and it worked well. I felt like it's drying out my sponge a little bit more than I would like. It's changing the texture or the consistency, like the feel of the sponge, but it was fine for washing my brushes. And then I have a toothpaste. It's the Colgate Total Advanced Whitening. I have a ton of these because of couponing. It's fine. It's not like life-changing, but it's good, and I will continue to use up what I have in my collection. Alright, and the last category is skincare, and I think that this is the biggest part of my empties usually. So let's just get on into it. I do have a package of cotton squares. These are the Beauty 360 Ultra Premium Cotton Squares. They're 150 in here for like $3 and some change, I think. These, I've never used the Shiseido cotton pads, whatever the heck they're called, but I think that these are like a dupe for them. They are really nice and plush. They're, I don't know, they're just incredible. I would absolutely repurchase, and when I ran out of these, I tried to find them in my CVS, but they were out, so I'm using something else in the meantime, but I will definitely go back to these. They're very, very good. I have a pack of wipes, and I didn't even know that I had these wipes until very recently. I found them while I was cleaning out the closet, which is important to do every once in a while. This is the Olay Clean and Mild makeup remover cloths. These were very dry, and I don't know if it's because they were in my closet for a long time or if they came that way, but I don't really like them. They're a little bit scratchy, they're a little dry, they just didn't do much for me. I don't like disposable makeup wipes, and you will not see them in my empties very often because I don't use them. I use a cleansing oil with like microfiber cloths, and that removes my makeup really well, and it's better for the environment in the long run. I just think about all of these wipes filling up a landfill, and while I'm not completely green in most areas of my life, this is one where I can easily find a replacement, and I enjoy my microfiber cloths so much more than any makeup wipe that I've ever used. So there's that. That was my little soapbox rant. Let's see here. I have a cleanser. This is the Cynthia Rowley Ceramic Slip. I did not like this. It smells like wet dogs. It was effective, but it's not worth the price tag to me, especially because the experience was less than stellar. Then I have a duo. These actually came in a set. I think it was like $10 or $15. I think at Ulta, I don't remember. This is the Dermalogica Pre-Cleanse and the Special Cleansing Gel. This pre-cleanse lasted me probably 3 months. This is only 1 ounce of product, and it lasted me so long. I was very impressed. It smells nice. It works very well. You don't need a lot of the product. So while it's expensive, I think that I might look into this in the future. We'll see. I have 2 full-size cleansing oils to get through, so I'm not going to need it anytime soon. And then the special cleansing gel was fine. It wasn't anything amazing. It was pretty basic, which, I mean, can be good for a cleanser, especially if you're following up with the pre-cleanse. It just didn't, like, stand out to me, so I probably wouldn't get that, though. Then, I think that's all my cleansing type things. I have a toner. This is from Clavu. I guess that's how you say it. It's their White Pulsation Revitalizing Pearl Treatment Toner. I was sent this for review a very long time ago, and I did post a review on my Instagram. And this was actually really nice. It was sort of like a facial treatment essence meets toner, and it was fantastic. I almost wish that I had thought to use the 7 Skin method with this, because I feel like it would be amazing. But this was a really nice hydrating toner. It wasn't heavy. It just felt really nice on the skin. I have 2 serums here. I've got the Ole Henriksen Truth Serum Collagen Booster. This was nice. I feel like it did help reduce some of my redness, at least temporarily, not really like long term. I think you would need to use it consecutively for a long time to see those sorts of results, but I did enjoy it. I liked the way that it smelled. And then I have the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Hydrating Serum. This was very gel-like, kind of sticky. It did sort of melt onto the skin as you were applying it, but it was weird. It felt like I was applying a hair gel to my face, and it didn't really do much for me. Then I've got the Ole Henriksen Invigorating Night Treatment. This was like a AHA kind of resurfacer, so you just apply it to the skin and you leave it on, and that's that. And I don't know if I saw any real results with them. I do prefer like the peel pads, like from Dr. Dennis Gross or something like that. More than this, I don't really see the effects of the Ole Henriksen product. I've got a mask, the Organic Pharmacy Purifying Seaweed Clay Mask. Very underwhelming. I honestly don't remember too much about this. I think I got maybe 2 or 3 uses out of it, and it just didn't stand out to me. I didn't see any results with it. So that's disappointing, but it's probably expensive, so I ain't mad about it. Then we have the Murad Instant Radiance Eye Cream. I saw reviews on this where it burned people's eyes, but I didn't have that problem, thankfully. I don't know. This has been in my closet for a little while, and it almost had this silicone-y thick kind of feel to it, so I'm not sure if it was supposed to be that consistency or not, but I liked it enough to use it. It was fine. It wasn't anything incredible, but it was alright. My last empty is this, but I have 2 other products to let you know about that I'm decluttering. They're not empty, but they are getting out of my collection. But this is the Garnier Skin Active Clearly Brighter Broad Spectrum 15 Brightening and Smoothing Daily Moisturizer. I cut it open. I got everything out of it. It's a decent moisturizer. I probably would not buy the full size. I have a ton of these because of some website, I don't remember, but I got sent a bunch of them for free for like hosting a party or whatever, and no one was interested, so I have a ton of them. But it was nice. I'm wearing some of it today, so I did like it, but I wouldn't seek it out. The 2 things that I unfortunately have to declutter is because they've expired. The first thing is this Miss Violet Lace Clean Slate Makeup Removing Oil. I got this in a swap not too long ago, but it must have arrived to this person in a box a while ago. I don't know how long they've had it in their collection before we swapped, but this is rancid. It smells like rubber tires. I don't know if that's what oil is supposed to smell like. This is sweet almond oil, grapeseed oil, glycerin, jojoba oil. So I've used jojoba oil. There's no scent to it. I think that this is going rancid, so it has got to go. It's not a pleasant experience. I used it maybe twice and I was like, yeah, no. And then my other declutter is this. It's the Korres Mattifying Primer, Pomegranate Face Primer, and I've had this in my stash for probably 2 years, and it was sealed, and in the box and everything it was in like a cool dark place, but when I squeezed this out, it was like the Fresh Rose face mask. If you guys know what that looks like, it was like this green brown translucent with chunks in it, and that was disconcerting. I googled pictures of this and it's supposed to be like this beigey, yellowy, creamy primer, so this is definitely bad. I tried to shake it up just to see if maybe it had just separated, and I tried to shake it. Nothing would make it go back to the way that it was supposed to be, so unfortunately I did not get to try this, and I'm sad about it because I know LS really likes this primer, but it has to go because it's bad. So those are my 2 declutters, and that was everything for my empties. Stay tuned for the sheet mask empties and like foil packet empties if you would like to see that. That should be coming up next. I can't guarantee that though, but give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy watching empties. Subscribe to me if you'd like to see more, and hopefully I will catch all of you in my next video. Bye guys.